Welcome back, everyone, to the world of Terraria. So this is episode 2 of the series. On episode 1, you might remember we had some crazy luck and found an awesome chest, a bunch of chests, and might want to go back and watch that if you haven't, but let's get started. Anyway, I started off by buying a piggy bank from the merchant because he moved in right before I began recording. I explored past our cave and found a decent chest. Also worth mentioning, instead of controller this time, I'm on touchscreen. And the blowpipe in this episode was actually one of my favorite weapons to use. But after that, I magic mirrored back home to talk to the traveling merchant. Unfortunately, everything was too expensive. Then I went out to test our Wand of Sparking on some slimes, because I realized I hadn't actually used it last episode. Then I mined a bit of iron and headed out. And might I mention how unbearably slow this copper pickaxe is? I decided to test the blowpipe, and it was actually working really well. The way you get ammo for it is by having it in your inventory and cutting grass with a sword. I then went to collect cactus in the desert to make a sword and full armor. And the blowpipe worked well on vultures too. After gathering enough cactus, I headed home to make the full armor set. It has a cool set bonus, where if enemies hit you, they will take damage. I had extra, so I decided to craft up a sword as well. I put on the armor, and it was looking pretty nice. Paired with the sword, cactus is pretty strong in the early game. The very early game. I used some iron bars to craft an iron pickaxe, and I actually got the massive modifier, which is pretty good. It just lets you mine further. I then did some organization and swung my sword and pickaxe for no reason, because I felt like it. Then I decided to try out a strategy I've only used once. I bought a bug net from the merchant to start catching animals and selling them to make money. The first thing I caught was a firefly, which gives 3 silver apiece. Not too bad early game. And if you catch a lot, that money quickly multiplies. I found a chest, and it had a radar, so now I could see how many enemies were near me. Fun fact that you probably already knew about radars, you don't actually have to equip them for them to work. They just have to be in your inventory. This part was a little tricky, where I had to fight off some zombies to get my prize of a chest. And the chest actually had a better radar than what I had right now. It gave me 1 defense, whereas the other one only gave me +1 damage. I don't know if the qualities of radars work if they're not equipped though. Somebody tell me in the comments. Then I ran around for a while longer, getting into more and more cave shenanigans. This chest wasn't very good. I don't know why I included it. I guess the vine rope is good for early game though. Eventually I ran low enough to get a music change and actually found a diamond gemcorn tree. And of course I immediately replanted it as soon as I cut it down. Also, something that bothers me about gemcorn trees is how you get stone blocks from them, but you cut them with an axe. What do you guys think about that? Eventually, I got bored of digging with my super slow iron pickaxe, finding nothing, so I caught a mouse and left. and I ran over to the merchant to sell a bunch of animals. Not that many, actually. Only a mouse and 10 fireflies. But I still made a decent amount of money off it, so it was fine. Then my silver coin stacked and we got our first gold coin! Technically not, but our other one converted into silver when I bought the piggy bank, so this is our first permanent one. At least for now. I crafted up a mana crystal, and I want to go for more of a magic approach than I normally do. I'm normally just a rush in, stab all the enemies, and grab the loot and get out guy. But it's good to try new things, so why not try this? And going against everything I just said, I made a new iron broadsword. And that's going to be the end of episode 2, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider it. It would really help us out. Drop a like, comment below if you want. We hope you've enjoyed. Stay tuned for more episodes, and we'll see you next time.